What is up, guys? It is Friday, and as promised, we have ourselves a port finished rye whiskey showdown. Midwinter's Night Dram from High West is the latest one, Act 10, around what, 125, 150 bucks. The Old Scout port finish, this is about 60, 65, $70 in most areas. The Four-Gate Peri Peri, another delicious port finished rye, 200 bucks for this bottle. And then the Sagamore port finished rye, you're looking at about 75 to 80 bucks. So we have a range of prices, a range of flavors. Who's gonna win on this special quadruple base? It's the Mash and Drum. What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. I am Jason C. Like, subscribe, do all the things. As promised, today we have 4 port finished rye whiskeys. All of them are delicious in their own right, but I definitely wanted to see how they were blind. This was really highly requested from a lot of my viewers. All right, before our special quadruple base episode, let's hear from today's sponsor. Let's make a bourbon cocktail with Shaker and Spoon. I am loving these bourbon cocktails from Shaker and Spoon. Shaker and Spoon is the must-have cocktail subscription service that teaches you to make high-end, bar-quality cocktails from recipes designed by award-winning mixologists. Each of these boxes get built around one singular spirit, which includes all the ingredients, other than the alcohol, for about 12 cocktails, 3 recipes total, about 4 cocktails from each recipe. This one is centered around bourbon, everything you need, syrups, bitters, garnishes, and specialty syrups that all come inside, all made in-house by Shaker and Spoon. If you're a novice in making cocktails, have no fear. In the box, you get these recipe cards that guide you through step-by-step crafting each cocktail in super great detail. The glassware you need. I'm telling you, anyone can make and enjoy these high-end cocktails. Let's make the next bourbon cocktail called the Calusa Hachi. All right, so I already have 2 ounces of my bourbon in the glass. Next thing I'm gonna need is a ½ ounce of lemongrass ginger lemon syrup. Let's do it. Lemongrass ginger lemon syrup. It smells delicious. All right, that's going right in there, ½ ounce. 2 dashes, not drops, of these smoked orange bitters. 1, 2. Then lastly, 2 ounces of this fresh, sparkling orange refresher. Next, add some crushed ice, give it a quick stir. And then, because I just wanna make it fancy, a tiny cocktail umbrella. All right, let's give it a go. Man, that just like takes you back to summer. The orange, you get the smoke orange in there a little bit too. And then I think the thing that makes it, it's this lemongrass ginger lemon syrup. It absolutely takes it to another level. All right, so quick recap. Shaker and Spoon will send these boxes to you with everything you need other than the alcohol. Each box has 3 recipes with enough ingredients for 12 total cocktails. To get them, click the link below in the description and use the code MASHANDDRUM at checkout for $20 off your first box. Now go order your first box and enjoy these amazing cocktails. Cheers. All right, so first bottle in the blind, Midwinter's Night Dram from High West. This is Act 10, Scene 4. This is the 2022 edition, coming in at 49.3% ABV, and like I said, about 125 bucks. Next bottle in the mix is the Old Scout Port Cask Finish. This comes in at 103 proof. It is non-chill filtered, and like I said, retails for about 70-ish bucks. The third bottle, the big dog, the Four-Gate Port Peri Peri. This is 112.2 proof. This is an 8-year port finished NGP rye whiskey, absolute flavor bomb, but this one retails for about 200 bucks. The last bottle in the mix is the Sagamore Spirit Port Finish. This comes in at 101 proof, and that one you could usually find for about 80 bucks. They're gonna start re-releasing that one pretty soon. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try to do little to no cuts here, so you guys just see the full blind as I go through it. What I do is I nose it, give it a score from 1 to 5, also taste it, and then give it a score on the palate and finish. All right, here we go. First one. I'm gonna just kind of whip through these noses real fast. I really want to get to the palate and the finish. I don't want this to be like a, 90-minute video here. Man, that is an absolute fruit bomb. Also chocolate, raisin, kind of what you would expect with a port. Not so much the raisin though. Really good dark fruit flavors here. All right, that's a great nose already to start. Let's go to the second one here. Wow, coming off of the first one, this just went total blueberry. Wow, blueberries, Blueberry pancakes. This one seems a little bit darker, a little bit richer. Also getting like caramel and toffee. Caramel? Do I ever say caramel like that? No, caramel. Caramel. You guys vote down in the comments. Caramel versus caramel. Who wins? Oh man, that's... I might like that nose better than the first one. Let's go to the third one here. Ooh. The third one actually has like an almond thing going on. There's a slight nuttiness to it that's different than the first two. Man, more... Man, it's a little brighter here. I'm getting more of the rye spice on here coming through. Not so much dark fruit. This is a little bit more rye forward. Ooh, I'm digging that one too. All right, last one, guys. Here we go. Oh, this is cinnamon and nutmeg and fruit and dark fruit and wow, that's got a killer nose. All right, so as far as nose goes, really solid nose on number one. I definitely like number two better. 3 is a little bit more muted for me here. But 4 is really coming through punching hard. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of rate these 1 through 4 and see which one is my favorite. 4 being the 4 getting the most points. So I think number 4 is actually going to get the number 4 because I think that has the best nose. Next up, I think I'm going to give it to number 1. So I'll give that a 3. Number 2, I think we'll get 2, and then number 3 will get 1. I think this one is kind of my least favorite nose. Now the fun part, we get to taste it. Here we go. First one. Oh. Woo. That is bringing the spice, the proof, the flavor. A lot of rice spice on this one. This is all black pepper, dark fruit. Again, the rye spice is heavy here. Even getting like a punch of citrus, some rye bread there, a little bit. Damn. And the finish here is just going on forever here. This is why I love finished ryes, especially port finish ryes or ryes that have a sweeter finish to them. Because just that balance of sweet and spice is just so good. Man, that one's going to be already off the bat. This one, number 2 on nose. This is my second favorite on nose, but already on the palate, it is going strong. All right, number 2 here. All right, number 2 has great flavor. Again, you get all those port notes, I guess you would say. You get a little bit of the... This one's coming through a little bit more of a strawberry. It's a little brighter, a little lighter. Strawberry grape. This has a sneaky finish though too. Sneaky finish on that one. I don't think it's as powerful as number 1, but man, that's... This one has a late finish on it. All of a sudden, you think it's done, and then, you know, here it comes. Here it just comes like this black pepper, black tea, a little bit of mintiness. Oh, damn. All right, that one's good. But just going off of what I'm tasting, I don't think this is better than number 1 so far. All right, let's go to number 3, which is my least favorite on the nose. Let's see what it does on the palate here. I mean, coming off of these two, the third one is really coming off a lot softer. Doesn't mean it's bad, it's just a little bit softer than the other two here. Again, good rye spice. Nothing really super punchy about it though. You wonder if that's one of the lower proof ones. Oh man, that's good. This one is a little bit more on the grapey side. It's a little more like a grape bubblegum note. More citrus in that one too. It's like a grape citrus mix in number 3, which I really like. But you still get all those port characteristics. The grape, the dark fruits there, the rye spices there. It's just not as punchy in the face as 1 and 2 is. All right, let's go to the last one, number 4, which is my favorite on the nose. See what it does here on the palate. A little bit softer on the palate. Wow, that one actually might be the softest on the palate. One more sip here. Okay. This is one of those dangerously delicious whiskeys where it's just, man, it's got enough flavor to keep you interested, and it's got enough of a finish to kind of keep you wanting to go back for more. But man, that is an easy sipping, you know, Finnish rye whiskey. My word. Wow. All right. This one's gonna be interesting. All right, so the nose was last on number 3, but man, that's nice on the palate. Number 4 might be the softest, I think. Doesn't mean it's bad, it just finishes real easy compared to the other ones. It just has a lighter, easier sipping profile. But all of these so far are bringing a lot of rye spice, which is what I really dig. It's gonna, I think, be down to 1 and 2 here. Yeah, 2 is delicious. But I said earlier, I think 1 beats it out. No, maybe not. When you go to 1 off of 2, there's a little bit more of a, there's just something, I don't know, something a little bit off there. This gets into even more rye when you go back to it. Man, I don't, well, now that I'm running back through these guys, this is tough. Man, I think I really like 4. All of a sudden, 4 is like kind of making a comeback. All right, I really got to think about this here. I think what I'm going to do here, these are all really close. I know, I'm taking my sweet ass time here. All right, one more sip of each here. I know, 1 is giving me like a youthful characteristic now, and I'm not digging it. 2. Two's bringing some really good flavors. Nice balance. 3. I think 3 is actually bringing really almost the best balance so far. And then 4. Four has a really nice finish, but the palate's a little too soft. I think I'm going to give it to number 3. I think number 3 wins it for me on the palate. I don't know. I mean, obviously order can get involved here, but I think it's 3 for me, guys. I think 3 is the one that's just bringing, I'm getting a little bit of a funky youth note on 1. 2 is right there, but just falls a little bit flat compared to 3. And then 4 is almost there as well. So I'm gonna give 4 to number 3. I'm gonna give 3 to number 2. I'm gonna give a 2 to number 4, and unfortunately 1 goes to 1. All right, guys, last category is finish. Which one has the longest finish here? Let's go through this real quick. One is a nice finish, but man, it is giving me a weird funky note on it. I'm not digging that one. Nope. Something is off on number one. I don't know what it is. I don't remember tasting that previously on any of these whiskeys that I've had. All right, number two. Number two has a spice, but it also has a fruity finish. Like, you really get the port, the strawberry, all those characteristics in here. One more sip on that one. Yeah, a little bit on the softer side again. Let's go to number three. Three has a finish. Three is just peppery. It's bold. It's in your face. It is spicy. And it lingers. I mean, I think three easily so far has it over one and two. Now, four, I did like the finish when I just tried it. Yeah, I kind of like the finish on number four. Yeah, four has like this little sneaky finish. This one's pretty easy. Number three is going to get the full 4 points on finish. Number four is going to get a 3. Two will get 2, and 1 will get 1. All right, guys, so if you look at the scoreboard and you do the math, number 1 got last place. Number 2 got second place with 7 points. And there's a two-way tie between 3 and 4. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to find out who the winner is. What I'm hoping is that it's one of them is an expensive bottle and one of them is a cheap bottle. So I guess we'll see what the tallies are. So let's go to my last place one first, which was number 1, which only got 5 points. Number 1 is... Okay, that's not surprising. Number 1 goes to the Old Scout. So the Old Scout comes in at last place. There was a really funky youthful characteristic I was going through as I was, you know, tasting these. All right, so now we're down to the top 3. Let's go to second place, which was number 2 with 7 points. This should be interesting. Oh, shit. The Midwinter's Night's Dram, which means the top 2, the 2 winners of this battle. You have the Foregate Port Peri Peri coming in with a $200 price tag. And right behind it, the Sagamore Port Finish. That was crazy. I really thought that the Midwinters would get second to maybe the Peri Peri as I was just thinking about it. But the Sagamore comes in second place. First place, it's hard to beat this Foregate, guys. This Foregate Port Peri Peri, I know it's $200, but it's a hitter. But if you don't want to spend $200, grab the Sagamore Port Finish. Even at 101 proof, this had more of a finish, a little bit more of a flavor profile to it. Holy shit. First place, second place, third place, fourth place. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching this quadruple base between 4 great port finish rye whiskeys. I'm just gonna blend all of these. While I'm blending these, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Let me know if the order was as expected or if there was a surprise there. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share with. Let's try the blend. That didn't work. I'm not drinking any more of that. Cheers, guys.